All right, good morning.
Good morning.
Would you take a moment to introduce yourself?
Yes. My name is Emily Leach, and I'm 18 years old. I'm a senior at Llano High School. I play softball, I do powerlifting, and I'm the cheer captain for the high school cheer squad.
Outstanding. Very busy schedule.
Yes, sir.
Cool. Now, your little brother, William, has had some serious health issues for some time. What are some of those issues that he's experienced?
Okay, so whenever my mom first got pregnant with him, she got pregnant like later in life than like you normally do. So we expected to be some problems, but not like anything to do with him, maybe to do with her. And I remember like all of her doctor's appointments, she would come home and like be pretty disappointed because she would express concerns to her doctors and they wouldn't do anything and run any tests or anything. They were like, he has a heartbeat, so he's fine. You know what I mean? So after William was born, everything was normal. He was having a hard time like latching onto like nipples and like eating, especially. He would like aspirate, so um like he would breathe in the milk instead of swallowing it. So we had some concerns, and after like a lot of tests and a lot of like battling against doctors, we finally got the first diagnosis, which was bilateral polymicrogyria. So, or PMG. So there's like unilateral, which is only like one side. It has to do with your brain. So the gyria are the grooves in your brain, and his are really small on both sides of his brain. And like if you know anything about the brain, this is, I want to say, I think it's your temporal lobes, and it has to do a lot with like muscle control and muscle like definition and like being able to control it. So a lot of it is in his neck, and then his body, like he's nonverbal. He is blind pretty much, and he'll like, we don't think he'll get to walk for at least like, I don't know, maybe 5 to 10 years. So he's had a lot of trouble. He also has epilepsy, so he has really bad seizures, and he also has sleep apnea, which is where he stops breathing at night. And we've had to resuscitate him, I think, 3 times now. So it usually is during his sleep when he'll seize, and I mean, I think that causes the sleep apnea when he stops breathing during his seizures. And so, yeah, he's been star-flighted like a gazillion times. And yeah, like he's died before. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, what impact have these issues had on you as a teenager and a student and an athlete?
Yeah, so I want to say 14 when William was born. So that's a big age difference. And of course, I knew like things were going to change because I was in middle school and I was doing sports and stuff. And I knew my parents weren't always going to be there because they had to attend to William, which wasn't a big deal because I, like, after William was born, I knew that I didn't care if all the attention went to him because I loved him so much. And after his diagnosis, I like realized it's going to be an even bigger change than I had anticipated. So I think, honestly, it hasn't really affected me negatively, other than the fact that like I used to wish I had more attention. Now I've come to the realization that I don't need the attention like he needs to live. So I would say it's mostly helped me because I want to live my life for him, and I know that with my able body, I can do so much and stuff that he can't do. So I think honestly, it's made me like push harder and be better.
Okay. What kind of coping skills and self-care do you do?
Yeah. So I'm definitely a homebody, and I'm an extrovert, but I love to be by myself. That's kind of weird. So I really appreciate the time that I get to myself and in my bedroom to really think, and I don't know, I'm definitely a thinker. I wouldn't say an overthinker, but like I like to weigh out stuff in my mind and make decisions on my own. I don't really like to seek out for help, I guess. I also see a counselor. That has probably been my saving grace because it's difficult to talk to your friends, especially as a teenager, because I feel like I'm a lot more mature than they are because I've seen so much more and experienced a lot more than them. So I feel like I don't get the advice that I need. So seeing a counselor has definitely helped me. And I really do take mental health super seriously. So I think it's very important to be able to find someone that you can talk to.
Good. What support system do you have now besides the counselor?
I have great friends. I don't have like very many close friends, but the ones that I do are amazing, and they understand my situation and they love William like with their whole heart. So it's nice to have those people around. And then like my parents, I adore my parents because I know that if I were in their shoes, I would not be able to do everything that they do.
What are your plans for life and career after graduating the great town and School of Llano?
So I got accepted into the honors psychology program at Tarleton in Stephenville. So I'm definitely going to attend there. Well, my best friend lives there also, so that was like a big deciding factor for me. And I'm going to study psychology and early childhood development because I want to be a children's counselor. I'm not really sure like what path I want to take, whether it's school or having my own practice. I know that getting my own practice is going to take a long time, and I don't know if I really want to wait that long to be in the career that I love. I've always known that I wanted to work with kids, especially after William. I do a lot of different things with kids. I do the VBS. I have been a cheer coach for the youth cheerleading program in Llano for like 2 years. So I think my calling is really working with children. I really want to like influence upcoming generations to take mental health seriously and understand like people are different and stuff. So